great. Hey you, welcome back to another video. Have you ever wondered how I do my grip tape like this? I have the 3 different pieces attached and it's all on one board and it looks all cool. I get a lot of questions about it, so this is going to be the video you want to see because I'm going to show you how to do it the way I do it, because I got sick of using paint pens and writing on my board, and the little straight line is very generic and everyone does it. So I started doing this a couple years ago, figured I'd help y'all out, let you know the secret, the tricks of the trade. First we're going to start off with a new board. If you like the Spectron board, you can go follow Spectron Skate Co. I'll have that right here. Second off, you're going to need 2 to 3 sheets of grip tape, depending on how intricate you want to get. I'm going to use 2. Then you're also going to need tape, a file, scissors, and a razor to cut everything with. If you don't have them, it's going to be a little difficult for you. I suggest you get them. So the way I start out is I put the graphic sheet on top. 2 sheets. Line them up. Make them straight. Then take your tape. I use 3M packing tape because I've just found that it sticks the best on grip tape and across it, and it keeps it the way I want it to. We're going to literally just tape across all the sides. This is going to keep the grip tape in place because when you're cutting it, if it starts to move around and everything, it won't line up, and then you're going to have gaps in between the little graphic pieces, and you don't want that. Unless that's what you're going for, then you do want that. But I don't want that, so this is how I do my grip tape. You can do your grip tape your way. This is just an informational video. So once you tape all the way across, see, it's all reflective, you can see where the tape is. Now we're going to need the scissors. And this is where the intricate part comes in, and you're just going to want to figure out what design you want, whether there is a graphic or not. Just think of what design you want. You can do abstract, you can do wavy, you can do like anything you want basically. Just make sure you're able to cut it and apply it. That's the key here. And for me, I'm just going to cut around some of these faces. That way it's black on top and yellow on the bottom. Then I know the nose from the tail. It all works out. Cool. If you take your parents' scissors, they're gonna get dull and bad. So I bought my own pair of scissors from the store. They were like $5. Then no one worries about you don't get in trouble because my mom's a sewer, and if I take her scissors, she's gonna beat my ass. So I'm gonna cut along these lines right here, and I'm gonna take out the faces so that the bottom is here and the top is gonna be black. Then on my next board, the top's gonna be yellow and the bottom's gonna be black. So whether you do this the right way or the wrong way, you have 2 sheets of grip, and you have the negative version or the opposite for your next board, because then you have got 2 really cool looking pieces of grip, and then everyone's going to be asking, how did you do it? What did you do? And you can send them to this video, send them the link, like the video, comment down below if you've done this, and then if you're trying it. So yeah, I'm just going to cut it now because I'm talking too much. As I'm cutting it, you see that I always keep one hand perfectly still while I'm cutting. That way the grip tape underneath doesn't move even if I cut through the tape. Because like I said, if the grip tape moves, it kind of throws off everything that you've been working on, and your grip tape's going to look horrible and you're going to have gaps. No one wants that. Like I said, unless that's what you're going for, then you do want that. So by all means, do you. You shouldn't even be watching this video if you're going to do it yourself, because why do you need my help? Fuck. Alright, there we go. See? Now I got the 2 little pieces, they connect. I cut the faces out, got these ones up here. Get rid of this tape. Comment down below if you flinched at me throwing that paper. Once you've taken the tape off, you can see to make sure it lines up, and as you can see, they do. It's going to be black on top, yellow on the bottom. I'm kind of excited because this is the darkroom grip tape, and I've been loving it. That's what I had on my last board, and that's what I had on the board before that, and before that, and before that, because I've had 4 of them, because I've had 2 pieces. That makes 4 boards. Look at me doing math. Now you want to take your skateboard. Figure out the nose from the tail. Here's the nose, here's the tail. I want black on top, yellow on the bottom. Take, and then grip tape. I try and put it right at the top so I know that the bottom is going to be, because if you put it way up here and then way down here, you're going to be missing the chunk at the bottom. I line up the edge with the nose of the board. That way I know for a fact the whole board will have grip tape on it. Another trick of the trade, if you take the grip tape with the shiny side and put it down, you can rub your hands across it, smooth out any of those air bubbles without ripping up your hand, which no one likes that because it hurts real bad. You could rub one out, you know. I know you got that. Someone got that. Someone better get that. part 1 is done. That's what it should look like as you're beginning to put on the grip tape. This is the little bit more difficult part, lining up the pieces of grip tape so they don't overlap or have a gap in them. As you can see, there's 2 little points here. You're going to want to line those up perfectly. Remove said material, put this down. If you kind of bend the grip tape in a bow like this, it's kind of easier. You can kind of see where it's already going to go before sticking it down. And if you mess up, you can just take it right off because it's just adhesive. It's not a big deal. It is frustrating though. Yes, clean. Yeah, I said that. Say something about it. Do so. Alright, then work your way up or down, whichever way you're doing it. After you apply your 2 pieces, you should have something that looks like this. There's no gap, as you can see. Bam! Look at that. And look at how cool this looks already. Now it's just like gripping a normal board. You're going to want to sand down the edges of these so that the grip tape doesn't come off, because it is 2 different pieces and you don't want them to start peeling. Take your handy file, and I just start with that right there. And then boom, that helps ensure that the grip tape won't come off on the parts that are not connected, because normally when it's 1 sheet, you don't have to worry about that, but now you're dealing with 2. So, boom. So yeah, if you skateboard and you've gripped a board before, the rest of the video is just me gripping this, so you can skip ahead a couple minutes and get to the skating part, because I'm gonna skate this board at Mendota a little later. If you haven't gripped a board, well, welcome to skateboarding. This is something you're going to be accustomed to after a while, because you're going to be doing this a lot. Boards are what you're going to go through the most. But you're going to want to take your blade now, obviously, because you want to cut the grip tape off. You need to cut the excess off. You never cut towards yourself. So what do? I cut only towards myself when I grip the board. I always go over it a second time to make sure all the edges are down, and then we are basically done gripping the board. There we go. So, when you are done gripping, it should look something like this. This is what I do so that I can tell the nose from the tail. I really don't like using the paint pens anymore. It gets expensive, it's time consuming, and it just doesn't last long. And I just think this is way better looking. Like, look at this. I've been skating this board for a little while now, and I got so many compliments on it that it actually inspired me to make this video. I'm gonna finish setting this up, and then I'm gonna head to Dota, so fast forward to the Dota clips.
Oh yeah, oh boy, this shit bang.